Hola, chiquitas. Here we are again. And since it seems to be the beginning of the month, more or less, let's see if we can do some horoscopy type stuff. All right. What I'm going to do, if I can keep my wits about me, is to lay down 3 cards for each of the zodiac signs. Now, just an aside, but a lot of people think, well, I don't act like my sun sign. All of your planets line up for certain combinations, but know that if you're looking at your horoscopes, you're going to want to look at not only your sun sign, but your ascendant, and possibly one more sign after that, but at least the first 2, okay? So, like for me, I would have a Scorpio ascendant, so I would read the horoscope for Scorpio as well. And where your moon might be, that's another good one because that tells us about your sensitivity or your psychic ability. You can listen to that one too and take it on an emotional level. So don't think it has to all match up with your sun sign. Men are usually truer to their sun sign and women are not. They've got so much emotion stuff going on, it really affects things, okay? So gives you a little leeway, doesn't it? So if you don't like what it says for Libra, I think I'll take Scorpio today. All right, here we go. Well, probably going to make some noises, so my apologies. Okay, so I'm laying those puppies down first, and then I'm going to pick a card to go with it. So what's our first one? Is our Aries, yes. What do we got for Aries here? All right. Actually, what I'm getting, first of all, is the Page of Pentacles. And usually with our pages, sometimes it can be a message that's being delivered. And this looks to me like you're going to get some information on money, financial. This looks like increase. My immediate thought was they're bringing you money or they're bringing you a way to earn more money, Aries. And Aries aren't afraid to take a chance. So look this over. It appears as though the person that brings you this bit of information has already done some homework and it's your job to validate it. All right. Could be an earth sign person, which would be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, right? This person seems kind of sweet, so might indicate that it's a Taurus, all right? What do we got? And then we have the 6 of Swords, which for me would be finding the right group to hang with. So if we're interested in this money thing, these might be people that are donors or people that want to participate, or if you have the idea of having a facility where there'll be, what do they call those? Independent contractors working for you. So that's a good one for that. And then the Man of Cups. So this is good news coming. All right, so we've got money news, we've got a group to fit in with, finding your tribe perhaps, and then we've got this one, which is the Man of Cups, okay, which is coming from an emotional level, but it's usually about good information that is pleasing, all right? So not to worry about anything, we've got some good opportunities here showing up for you. So what do we got after our Aries? We have a Taurus. Stop me if I'm wrong, okay? Alrighty, you've got our 3 little cards for Taurus. Let's see what the first one is. All right, Knight of Swords. What I want to say to you is pay attention. Somebody's bringing, maybe it's a difficult message to receive, but it's imperative that you pay attention to it because it looks to me like that clarifies a lot of things. So maybe you didn't especially want to hear it, but it's making sense now, and you're like, aha, I'm understanding what's going on, and I'm going to be able to handle whatever comes next. So this is a good thing. If it has anything to do with legal outcome for you, know that you're going to get the right answer for it. Like it or not, you're going to get the right answer. Okay, what else? Yeah, Four of Swords. Anybody out there feeling like being a writer? This is telling me there's writing ability if you even wanted to put it together for a book. This card is giving you access to all of that information. The other thing is it's time to align your chakras. So you're going to have to do some airy-fairy stuff and maybe some meditations to get everything in alignment, because information is coming to you, but you have to clear any blockages that you might have right now, which could be old ideas that held you back when you were 18. It's not working anymore. You don't have to do that. It's just like line up, and you're going to be in good standing for what comes next. I like this. Four of Swords means foundation card, and it means things are making sense to you. So good time for open opportunities. And the last thing is, oh my goodness, make sure you act on some of these ideas, because this is it's called a fortune card, sometimes called the Wheel of Fortune. And it's saying that things will be turning in your direction. So not to worry, it's a major arcana card. You're being guided and led. And I just heard a little teeny word that said you're being pushed. So go with the flow, right? Sometimes that's hard for an earth sign to do, and you're Taurus. Yeah. Gemini next. Okay, first card up for Gemini. Empress card. This is really nice. It's for two things. One thing is Geminis love their mommies, but they're not always overly demonstrative. But this card is telling me, Mom, you're Mom's protector. So there might be something that comes up this month where Mom confides in you, and it's like, great, let's get together on this, and I'll help you do it. The other thing is, this is the card of abundance. So if you've got an opportunity to do something financial, or if maybe you're helping Mom make an investment, it'll be to your advantage as well. Major arcana, remember, guided and led. Okay, what do we got? Okay, this is what I call my bummer card. So if something doesn't work out, take your losses and let it go. Okay, you're still intact. All this stuff is a peripheral thing. So you might have been in the midst of getting involved with something, and it's like, maybe not at this time, right? Doesn't mean you're being punished. It just means things are not going to fall together. All these different points, there are people going in different directions, okay? All right, and final card is the Woman of Cups. Okay, so this is this may actually be a female that wants to come into your life. If it's a romance, that's great. If not, it looks like it's a really good friendship, okay? Because one of these says romance and the other says sisterhood, okay? So keep your eyes open for this. It looks like a lot of fun, and it does look to me like it's good emotional support for you. So if you've been hanging out in the wind, dangling in the wind, this is telling me it's going to be some good opportunity to meet with someone that you kind of connect with heart to heart, okay? So it can be girlfriend that you call at midnight and they're saying, oh, tell me about it. Oh, I can't believe they said that to you, all right? This is the kind of person that you want in your life, all right? Okay. Where did I go? Just blipped out there. That was my Gemini card. So let's see what's going on with Cancer, because, Cancer is a water sign female, and that could be leading a Gemini connection in with a little Cancerian, so keep your eyes open. Cancers are really great about taking care of their friends. Sometimes they have to remember to take care of themselves. That's the only thing. So we moved out of that, done with our Geminis, and we're moving into our Cancer. This little thing is telling me there's a change that's coming for you. This is my Eight of Rods, and it's kind of a creative, and I have to tell you that I think it's going to be fast happening. Eights are changes for me, but when we see it with the swords, with the spears here. These are telling me that it's coming on the wings of fire sign. So that is usually fast and this changing situation. So go with the flow. And yeah, and it looks like everything lines up. So I'm not seeing any of these going the wrong direction. So it looks like it's a good combination for you. All right, what else? It's the beginning of some new financial activities, but this looks like it may be leading to um, arts, the arts, or even high-level crafting. So it's working on what your abilities are. So if you just started something like jewelry making or whatever, and you absolutely love it, this card is saying keep going, because one thing's going to morph into another. And it's all about, it's not only a beautiful thing that you're doing, but it's bringing in money. All of these little circles are money. And it looks like there may even be like a mentorship. So there could be another person that comes in, thank you, that is going to help you understand and learn, probably at a rapid rate. Remember, we got the fast card in there. Okay, and then Three of Cups. So in the process of doing all of this, it also looks to me like you're developing friendships. So in new areas of endeavor, things, new interesting things, and new interesting people. So stay open. It could be an interesting summer vacation, right? What comes after Cancer? I think that's a Leo. I know it's a Leo. I just said that. What do we got with Leos? Here's our little three cards. Whoops, flip. Well, this is sometimes indicative of a Leo personality, especially for females, and it is draw lines about I'm going to do this for that long, I'm going to do that for that long, and then I'm going to do this for that long, it's because you don't want to get tired and bored. So it's like delineating how long you're going to stick with something till you learn what you're supposed to learn, and then we can move on with it. Because this little card, the Queen of Swords, is always about intellectual things. So you will be learning what you need to learn so that you're ready to move on to the next phase. What could you be doing? What is it? I don't know, but you're doing it. It looks like you're doing it with a Sagittarian. So this is a pretty good card for that too. It is the major arcana card for Sag. It's also things artistic. So if we are talking about doing something new, it might be that you're actually creating something on an artistic level that you have to learn how to do. This little card, the final card, is Six of Cups. Now, it's entitled Sorrow card, but what it looks like to me is you're putting past hurts into perspective and moving on from them, okay? Because this is beautiful, where the lavender purple is. It means that you've learned the lessons from hard lessons, okay? So this is suffering at the hands of another, and this is saying, but I've learned how to overcome. You can release the past, and let's get on with the future, all right? So we've got a major arcana that wants to turn these emotions, these feelings, into art, okay? Sometimes it's simply you have a good eye for something. You don't have to be the person that creates it, but it's really nice to be able to have the vision for it all, okay? And that's what I'm seeing is going on with our Leo friends this time. All right, what do we got after Leo? Got our Virgos. Virgos are a nice earth sign. People always want to perch on the edge of a desk with a Virgo. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, hang on, Virgo. What do we got? We got the Two of Cups, which is quite often a card that talks of requited love. So it's not love that you fall in love head over heels and they don't know your first name. No. This is telling me they're seeing eye to eye with you. So I like this card. It's making the initial connection. So it hasn't developed into full bloom, but it might be the very beginning. And that's always when it's the most fun. And then how do we get there? It looks like you're in the midst of a bunch of friends, so you might be deemed quite social this month, and you run across this person who's interested in starting up a partnership. Now, it can even be a business partnership that is really, really good, really fruitful, really enjoyable. But it's got a kick in there that has romance, as far as I'm concerned. And this card says, yes, What do we got? Maybe a Gemini that wants to come running in, but look at that card. I see an eye to eye. Kind of reminds you of this other card, doesn't it? So if you're getting a double whammy on it, it really means pay attention, because this could be something that's A, really enjoyable, or B, long term. And what if it's both, right? So where were we at? That was my Virgo. How about poor little Libra? I almost left you out. Libra. Stuck in here. Hang on. Okay, here's this thing. Oh, Libras, prepare yourself. You might be taking a little voyage. And it can even be making plans for what's going on next. So if you've always wanted to go to Europe, think about next year and start a savings plan and doing some research on how do I want to get there? Do I want to go solo? Do I want to go with a group? Blah, 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 blah. Because this is telling me there's at least one opportunity, possibly two, and if you're a good kid, it could be three, right? So I do like this. It's a 3 of rods, and rods are about happening fast, and 3 is about forward momentum. So pretty good deal. So if you start doing some research on this trip, 9 chances out of 10, you're going to go for sure. What else we got? Here we go. And what is this? The Tower card. Changes are coming, my dear. So, and it's almost like I don't see you as falling off the tower, but you might be seeing lightning strikes all around you. So this is going to help you stay on the straight and narrow, but it also is going to protect you from, I always say cancel, clear, delete, which I had learned a long, long time ago. So if you're in that situation, this little tower, quick changes, cancel, clear, delete. So you make sure that you're safe and you're learning the lessons that you need to learn. Like this one, but remember, it's a major arcana. It's going to happen fast. And we had that other card which says fast too. And then what do we got? Still talking about travel, because this is about taking a very significant trip. So maybe you do want to go visit Europe. Maybe you want to go someplace spectacular. Maybe you've never even been to Hawaii. Think about it, because this is telling me major arcana, and all of the stars will align to help you get there. What do we got? Did you see what I did? No, yes? Okay, so what do we have after Libra? We have a Scorpio. Here's our 3 baby ones for our Scorpio. Scorpio, count on the support of your friends this month. And this is take it easy. Take it easy on yourself and take it easy on them. So just know that there's a couple of people that have not been seeing you often enough, and they're going to want to know where you've been, and let's make plans. Okay, so let's get on with it. These are your 3 friends. I don't care if they're girlfriends or boyfriends. They're saying, where are you? We've been looking for you. All right? Aha. This is one card that I like. Son of Discs, but it's kind of like a Robin Hood card. I don't mean rob from the rich and give to the poor, but it is telling me keep your eyes on the goal, because regardless of whether you can't see the forest for the trees, there's going to be a tree that you're going to see through all of that forest that is going to be right up your alley. It's going to be meant only for you. It's as if nobody else sees it. This is a treasure that's coming to you and you alone. Discs, financial stuff, okay? Being brought to you by what? The Son of Discs, okay? So if you're lucky, it may even be a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. And the final card, oh, guess what? You got a Tower card too. So maybe you're going to find a little Libra fan and the two of you can commiserate together. And it's like, this happened really quick. This is even read cards for one another so you can see what's coming up in the immediate future. I love that. This is not a scary card, even though it is telling me it's going to happen quickly, and that might be the scary part. right? So look for that, Scorpio. And after Scorpio, we've got Sagittarius. Sagittarians are one of my favorite signs anyway. My sister is a Sag, and we could get into all kinds of trouble together just by playing around and bouncing ideas off each other, and sometimes just bouncing on the bed. Okay, what do we got? Page of Swords. This is a card telling me that information is coming to you that's going to be quite beneficial. Now, if you got any legal things or if you have any documents that you want to sign, this is telling me be meticulous in going through the information, and then it looks like it turns out beautifully. All right. This is this Page of Swords, and that sometimes means that they're going to bring information that's going to let you be successful. Okay. Here's a card. Now, I trust this card, and it's not something that you like normally fit into your 10-card spread. This is a card that says, be mindful, there's the chickens and there's the fox. So we were trying to keep the hens away from the fox. And the meaning of this, or what I take as the meaning for this, is be mindful of what you do with your stuff. Say you go to the grocery store and you threw your purse on the floor of your car while you're dragging the bags out. You go into the house and somebody's going to walk by and go, unattended purse, mine. They don't know who you are. They don't really even care who you are, but it looks like a slight crime of opportunity. Nobody gets hurt because there's a nice little fence here, but you might be missing something that you really enjoyed. Maybe it's one of your kids and they threw their bike on the front porch. And when they ran in and used the potty and came back out and somebody swiped their bicycle, right? Heads up, be mindful, because you can avoid this, because it's saying you can protect the situation, and the fox is going to be disappointed and will choose somebody else that's got an easier target. Okay, you are 90% of the way there. There's one thing, it looks like there's one puzzle piece, where that big black X is, that you're still working on, that you're going to get rid of something that's either been bugging you or has been a project for the last 3 years that you've just been avoiding doing. This card is saying, you're almost done. Don't give up yet. You're right at the finish line, so don't give up too soon. All righty. So what do we got next? After Sagittarian always comes Capricorn. Now, I think Capricorns get a raw deal because they're, of all of the earth signs, I always feel like they're the most fixed. But the problem is, for Capricorns, is they're also the most sensitive. So you have to be careful when you're talking with a Capricorn that you use exactly the right words. We don't want to be hurting their feelings because we use the wrong word or the wrong phrasing. Okay, so just remember that. You can tell them almost anything, but it depends on how you say it, right? What's coming up first? I've got a lot of tower cards. What's going on? Are you guys going to have a party? Where are you going to? Everybody's going to be there, and it's going to be. I'm going to talk about what we just went through, and boy, aren't we glad that that's finished? Okay, because the tower card can mean that we were done with stuff. So you got one too. So now you've got a Libra friend, and what was the other one? Sag. Yeah, and this card is saying, well, we'll hang on to that one for a minute. Here's the one that says, a lot of the research that you do, it's going to be superfluous. What you're researching something to try and help make a decision of the heart. And this card is saying, do the homework because you have to be thorough. That's part of your sign. But then just give yourself over to it. How do you really feel about it? What do you really want to do? Okay. And this card is saying, you'll probably have changed your perspective totally. This is the Hanged Man, where you look at things from a different point of view. But it also is telling me that it's worth the wait. So can I criticize you for doing all the research? No, partly because you have to do it. And the other is, if you didn't do it, you'd be second guessing yourself and going, what if it wasn't true? What if this? What if that? So you're doing what is necessary so that you can finally make the right choice, not just a good choice, but Caps tend to make the right choice. Right? What do we have after Capricorn? We have Aquarius, yes. Let's see. Aquarian card is beautiful. Everybody always thinks, oh, it's a water sign. No, it's an air sign. I know she's standing there in the water and with a pitcher and all that stuff, but she truly is an air sign. Let's see what's up for you. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, new house, new job, new car. What's going on with you? This is telling me that it's going to be a really good month for making choices that have to do with the real world and financial and all that kind of stuff. So if you're going to have a big expenditure, Ace of Pentacles, you've got a card that's telling me you're being guided and led to the right choice. Yay. This is going to be an interesting month for you because these are all major arcana cards. Wow. So you're being guided and led. No, not really much opportunity to make a mistake. This is telling me if you've got any legal dealings, positive outcome. Okay, it also means make friends with a Libra. 2 water signs running around could be just double trouble and having fun together. So keep your eyes open for a nice Libra. Male, female, doesn't matter. Even if it's if it's 2 or 3 of you that run around together, it feels like it's mostly air signs that want to be together. So we've got that coming up very, very nicely. And it looks like you unify over a single project, right? So if you decide that you want to do something beautiful for the world or for your community, find yourself a couple of air signs and it looks like the ideas are unstoppable. This is a beautiful card for that. And the final card on that is this card right here is the card of the Pisces. All right, well, Pisces is coming up next because it's like the oldest sign of the zodiac. But what it is also saying to me is that put things in perspective from your own point of view, because this could be that someone is telling you information from their point of view that is not in sync with what you believe. And it might just simply be a time where there's a divergence of old friendship, okay? So it's not like I don't love you anymore. It's just like you're a Democrat and he's a Republican and it's just not washing. You might have to take a break and rethink this, okay? Because that's what this is. It's like misrepresentation or maybe misunderstanding. Okay? Remember, too, that the moon is simply a reflection of something. And so what you believe in may be different reflection from what they do. That's simply it, okay? It's not about anything scary or weird or whatever. It's just like, on my own way, here I go. Then we got the Pisces. So that was Aquarius. What do we got for Pisces? Show me. This is funny. I'll explain it in just a minute. Okay, first card is 6 of Pentacles. This is there's a couple of things that are going on here. One thing is, sometimes this is about nostalgia. Okay, how things used to be when I was a kid, this is how we did things and all of that. So maybe you get an opportunity to go to a family reunion or an opportunity that is going to help bring back old memories and you get to participate in that. Do it at this time because it looks like there may even be a matriarch or patriarch of the family that has stories to tell, and it's imperative that you listen at this time. Okay, this is a good card for that. It also is telling me that if you've been trying to do a monetary increase, it looks like it starts really small, and maybe you do a reinvestment and then you get a little more in there. It's going to take a little while to build. It's a cumulative thing, but it does look like there is more money or more financial reward that's coming. Okay. These two are stuck together. Okay. Now, what I always think Piscean people are psychic. They're just born with a different attitude about things. They see things differently. And that's exactly what has happened here. Is I've got a personality that is being affected in a hidden way by the high priestess, and she's my psychic card. So it's like there'll be opportunities to do things, and you might not know exactly why you're doing them, but you're being guided and led by this intuitive aspect of it, okay? So this card is saying it looks like you're building a foundation by all this information. It could be you're having a dream, could be that you're clairaudient or clairvoyant, and you need to start building on what your abilities are, because you're going to get there. It says the ground floor has already been laid. So maybe you took a class in astrology or something and you're getting your feet wet. So please continue with what you're doing, because this card is telling me no matter what you've done, it's a natural gift that's coming to you, right? So you've got the nice high priestess coming to you. I also want to say that means when I see the high priestess like that, it might be time for you to get a Kuan Yin and put her in your garden, or a Virgin Mary and put her on your mantelpiece. It's time to acknowledge the holy female, okay? And if you're a female, recognizing it in you. So this is a beautiful card for that. And the outcome card is, don't worry too much about what other people are saying. There's going to be people that love you and people that don't love themselves, because that's usually what the problem is. It's them, not you. And this is telling me there'll be some crabby stuff that's going on. It's like, oh, I don't know anything about it. No, I guess I haven't heard about that. So remain aloof to the problem. You might be required to listen to it, but you do not need to get totally involved in it, because that's what this is. These are just like little chains that are holding you back and holding you down. It's like, keep going on your own special way. It's like, thank you for the information, and I'll be over here. All right? So know that it's not your problem to solve, but you may need to listen to it, but you don't need to solve it. Okay? Wow. Well, that's a lot of different kind of information. So let's see what goes on for this particular month for your particular sign. So hope y'all enjoyed that, and I will talk to you soon. Besos a todos, and I will see you next week.